Welcome to the world of sailing. Dedication, skill, and performance. 3 fundamental essentials for sailors striving to achieve their maximum potential. Through a number of short videos, we hope to give you an insight into the sport of sailing and the performance tools required to plot a successful strategy. So let's begin with the basics. There are many forms of sailboat racing, but usually a regatta is made up of 8 to 16 individual races. For first place, a sailor scores 1 point, for his second place, 2 points, and so on. So unlike most other sports, the less points a sailor collects, the better. All race scores are added up, and if more than 5 races have been sailed, the worst score gets discarded. Whoever collects the fewest points wins. An individual race lasts between 30 and 90 minutes. The legs of a course are defined by a starting line and a number of anchored marks and gates which are aligned to the wind direction. A race always starts with the boat sailing the first leg against the wind. The race officer fires a signal and a countdown starts. The boats are not allowed to be on the windward side of the line until the countdown hits 0. When the starting gun is fired, all boats start racing towards the first mark. But the boats cannot sail directly into the wind. That is physically impossible. It's a bit like trying to drive up a steep hill with a car. At some point, the wheels lose traction and start turning until the car stands still or even goes backwards. Likewise, the more a boat steers into the wind, the slower it gets. So the art of steering a boat fast towards the first mark and into the wind lies in finding the best balance between speed and height, or traction if you think of a car going uphill. The result is a serpentining course on an imaginary grid. In a later video, we will explain how this grid constantly changes, making sailing one of the most strategically demanding sports. The boats round the first mark in a counterclockwise direction and sail downwind towards a gate. Faster boats also serpentine downwind. Slower boats sail more or less straight towards the leeward gate. At the gate, each team can decide if it wants to take the right or the left gate mark, but they have to pass the gate from the inside out. A race usually consists of 2 or 3 such upwind and downwind legs. On the last leg, the boats finish by crossing the finishing line, which is usually the same as the starting line. This course configuration is called an upwind-downwind course. The Starboat, the 49er and the Fin classes use this type of course. There are also triangular or trapeze courses being used by other classes, and the Surfboat even finishes with a slalom leg.